These people may have different lifestyles, but they share one thing in common. They live in areas of the world where people live the longest and are the healthiest. These 5 areas, Ikaria, Greece, Loma Linda, California, Sardinia, Italy, Okinawa, Japan, and Nicoya, Costa Rica, were discovered and dubbed Blue Zones by Dan Buettner.
Blue zone, first and foremost, is a concept. It's the set of factors that lead to extraordinary longevity around the world. But it's also been attributed to these geographic areas where people live statistically longest.
And now, Dan's sharing the secrets behind the lifestyles of the Blue Zones.
We call these things, by the way, the Power 9, the 9 common denominators that explain longevity.
And they can be broken into 4 categories, starting with move naturally.
They live in environments where they're nudged into movement every 20 minutes or so.
It's not joining the latest fitness craze, it's working in the garden. It's doing things like housework that keeps these people naturally more fit.
So they're not going to the gym at the end of the day, they're moving constantly all day.
Next up, they have the right outlook on life.
There's vocabulary for purpose.
The Okinawans call it ikigai, and the Costa Ricans call it plan de vida. It's life's purpose, and having that can add years. And science backs it up. A study from the University of Rochester Medical Center followed 6,000 people over 14 years and found that those with a greater sense of purpose were more likely to outlive their peers. And the National Institute on Aging found that people were living an extra 7 years when they could articulate their life's purpose.
Tend to be faith-based communities. They tend to belong and believe in a higher power, but no specific religion.
They use things like prayer and daily rituals to downshift and reduce the day's stress. Next, they connect.
They're socially interacting all day long, so the notion of imploding into your handheld device just doesn't exist.
Instead, they're busy fostering relationships.
They tend to put family first among hobbies or sports or even work. They tend to have social circles that reinforce the right behaviors.
And the final thing people in the Blue Zones do, eat wisely.
The 4 pillars of every longevity diet in the world are whole grains, greens, nuts. If you're eating about a handful of nuts a day, it's worth about 2 years of life expectancy.
It's a mostly plant-based diet, but that doesn't mean it's hard to follow.
People who are living the longest are eating cheap peasant food. They just know how to make it taste good, and it takes very little extra effort.
For 2 Blue Zone recipes, you can enter our website, thelistTV.com. We're learning the lifestyles of the longest living humans on the top of the list.